Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your week ahead, October 14th to the 21st, 2019. Sagittarius, your feelings and emotions. First, thank you for being here. So glad you could make it. Now, your feelings and emotions. You have two cards that came out. You have loving, devoted, affectionate, and tender. So I feel that Sagittarius, this is a time where you are very focused on affection and tenderness towards your family or a significant connection where you are trying to have a exchange in love and care and support. But I also feel, Sagittarius, that there is something that's very much like a baby to you. You could be loving on a baby right now, or maybe even I'm hearing some of you pregnant. But this feels like, for some of you, a creative project that you're very devoted to, that you are trying to birth or trying to take care of, that you're very passionate about, that you have intense or great emotion towards, and that you're giving a lot of care and attention to trying to grow it, trying to protect it. Also, I feel that you are receiving a lot of love and affection at this time, or you're devoted to being more loving and receiving more love in your connections with family, in your close relationships, and towards your children, those you are very close to. I feel you tightening up your circle, Sagittarius. You also have, as an emotion that you experience, is stressed, tense, strained, under pressure. So you feel like the pressure is on, something is real hot, something is mounting and building for you that you want to get done, that you want to make happen, that you've been trying to do, and it's stressing you out. And you feel a lot of pressure about it. And you're trying to relieve your stress around whatever this is that you want to take care of. This may be around this creative project, something that you have your sights set on, that you have imagined for yourself, that you want to do, or that you want to achieve. But you got strong feelings towards this. And you're stressed about it because you don't want to miss this, or you want to just, you almost can't contain yourself. How much you feel towards this, how much you've been putting into trying to make this thing happen. Now you have these four cards that came out. And the first is adventure risk. So there's some sort of opportunity that you want to do or explore. There's a risk that you're taking. You want to go deep. You're diving deep for this one. Okay? And I feel like you're diving deep to get to the bottom of a way for you to be able to embark on the adventure that you want to go on and the risk that you want to be able to take here, because you may be ill prepared. You may not exactly be ready to swim. But whatever this adventure is, you're ready to dive in head first with it. It's a risk that you feel is worth taking, a risk that you feel that is going to show promise. You ready to be all in. You have a lot of passion towards it. You also have fork in the road. So there's some sort of problem with what you're trying to create. There's some sort of setback or hold up, something you're waiting for. There's a delay. There's some sort of glitch, a hiccup, a fork in the road, a hurdle you got to get over. You have packed your bags. So some of you are focused on travel, literally getting on a plane and going somewhere. But I also feel that this is about you wanting to just go somewhere, to some place you're trying to get to. And you've been trying to find a way to be able to pack up and go and get it going, get it started. Because you need to get past this fork in the road so that you can get to this adventure, this risk you're willing to take, that's stressing you out, something that you are coveting. Because you're finding that you have to do it yourself. Okay? You have been trying to work on this. It's like the squeaky wheel gets the grease. You've been trying to do this yourself. This is something you want to do yourself, but you need some help with it. I feel like you've been trying to get some help with it, and it's like nobody is, you're not getting the results you want just yet. Okay? There's some issues around what you're working on regarding something you want to do yourself. Now you have evaluation, and that's a 30 breaking down to a 3, which for me is talking about the Empress. So you evaluating something that you're trying to build upon with the Empress, something that you want to have success with, progress, something you're trying to create, something where you're experiencing stagnation, or you may be feeling powerless in, or you're not seeing the way to get receptivity around the situation that you're wanting to expand upon. And with the 3, this may be about something that you've been trying to play with that you're taking risk with, something that you want to get good luck around, something where you want community, where you want others to support and cooperate with you on this, where you want people to connect or reconnect with you so that you can see if you can get this thing going, so that you can see some abundance, some movement with this. This is something you want to see some growth around, and you're trying to evaluate how to make that shit happen. And with the Empress, it's possible that this could have something to do with a mother, or, we have here a mother and a child. And I did mention pregnancy. And so there may be a pressure of family in this way. You also have renewal. That's a 67 breaking down to a 13, which for me, that's death. So there's something that you're trying to get a renewal with, trying to get a chance with, something that you're trying to have rejuvenated. With it being a 13 about death, this is something where you're trying to create a change, trying to transform for yourself. This is something where you're trying to perhaps bring something to an end so you can get something started. You might be clinging to something. You may be trying to restore from a period of loss. But also, with the 13 breaking down to a 4, this is something that you've been working hard on, trying to lay a foundation with. Been all work and no play around, trying to have some stability, trying to restructure this, trying to secure it, focusing on how you can create a firm foundation, focusing on manifestation, trying to have power with this. And so you have unapologetically you. So I feel like this is talking about you needing to not worry about others and what they think. You may have been apologizing for how you are or who you are more than you should. And this is the time for you to be unapologetically you, to stand in your truth, to be your authentic self, and be empowered by that. Unapologetically so. You may be encountering others who are trying to tell you that who you are and what you're about is wrong, and you may have been apologizing for it. But who you are is who you are. If you're not out here being, malicious or mean or, just who you are as a person, you just being who you are, you shouldn't have to apologize for that. So if you've been doing that, cut that shit out. Stand in your truth. You're not going to be able to please everybody. You should only want people around you that accept you and are receptive to who you really and truly are, unapologetically so. You also have ignore your logical mind. You've been in your head, Sagittarius. You're in your head a lot. I feel like this is about you having a lot of stinking thinking. And that stinking thinking is posing as a distraction for you, pulling you away from your center, from your goals, making your vision for what it is that you're trying to achieve or focus on here, that you're trying to venture or take a risk with or see happen or do or prosper with or grow, or that's a creative project here where you're experiencing a fork in the road with, seem impossible for you because you're in your head, doubting, distrusting. That doesn't mean you haven't had some signs or symptoms that could encourage that point of thinking, but that just because you see things that are going on that may not be lining up just yet, causing that fork in the road for you. See it as an adventure. knowing that you're taking a risk, but risking towards your happiness, towards your gain, towards that which you are loving and having affection for. Shift your perspective. You're too much in your head. Now I was doing shuffling for your spread, and in the pre-shuffle you had two cards that came out. You have the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So you've been working on trying to come up with solutions, trying to reconcile something that's possible. You could have been dealing with something or concerning yourself with something from the past or someone from the past. But this feels like you're trying to work on coming up with solutions, trying to build a bridge to what it is that you want to create. And start having that firm foundation. See something work out and come together. And get satisfaction in the matter for yourself. So let's go into what's that all about for you, Sagittarius. You had a lot of freaking cards that came out. Unapologetically. Stop stressing, Sagittarius. I mean, as much as you can. You know, some stuff is going to be, some pressure was going to happen, right? But, you know, you want to get a handle on that stress. Because there's some sort of destination you want to reach. There's somewhere you want to arrive to. Somewhere you're trying to go. There's some place you're trying to get to. Some result you want to reach. And you are doing it yourself. You're finding that you have to do it yourself. You are perhaps finding difficulty getting the support in this that you would like. Things may not be moving as quickly as you would like. You got this fucking fork in the road. Who wants that, right? Some of you may need to watch how you're eating. Be mindful of what you're eating. You may need to pay attention to your diet. Eat healthier foods. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know? You may also need to be more mindful about the risk you are taking. You want to be careful not to get in over your head with something for the sake of a risk or a venture you want to go into. And it is possible you may just need to buckle down and simply do it yourself. That whatever support that you are trying to reach or achieve, it may solely have to come from you. And it may take longer than what you would like. But maybe now that may be what you need to do, is switch gears towards that over what you may be already doing. If you're not getting the desired result, remember you do have evaluation here. Okay? How much time have you been spending on the way you're doing it now? And what has that yielded you? Especially if it has to do with you trying to get solutions through others. With that Six of Cups that we saw. Whether you've been trying to get solutions through family or the support from others. It's other than family. To work on something. So that you can have a renewal. And it's stressing you out in this way. You may need to come up with another way. You have the Fool and the Three of Pentacles now. So this may be you going in a new direction, being more optimistic with what you're working on or trying to create or build. But this Fool is going in a new direction. You may be moving away from what you're working on. Be mindful that you're not moving further away from what you're trying to work on and build. You don't want to be reckless here or naive or oblivious for the sake of trying to work on and build something here. Underneath this is the Magician. You're trying to manifest something, trying to initiate something. You may be about to make a bold move in order to create this, to build the bridge, to start to be able to work on something. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know? October 14th to October 21st, 2019. What does Sagittarius need to know? October 14th to October 21st, 2019. So be careful. Make sure you take care. You got 8 of Wands. So some news or messages may be coming in. You may be able to take swift action and see progress finally with something with this 8 of Wands. Something where there was a problem around a decision. Maybe you were having issues getting a commitment, and now you may be seeing progress with it or moving away from it yourself. Tell me more. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know about October 14th to October 21st, 2019? What does Sagittarius need to know about October 14th to October 21st, 2019? So yeah, you want progress. You want a commitment. You want to partner. You want to go into a contract. You want to see movement. You want progress. You want an answer. Let's get into this. You have the 7 of Wands. You're on guard. You're on the defense. So you're either trying to resist something or fight for something here. Your challenge is the Knight of Swords. You're trying to come up with a plan to get some sort of communication, to get rid of the challenge or obstacle that you're dealing with, to cut away whatever is in your way to get you closer to your goal. You want to protect your plan. It's something you're trying to defend. You have Death. And I said this. It's something you want to change. Something you want to bring to an end. It's something you haven't been able to let go of. Something you may not want to let go of. Because you want to transform something, but you've been racking your brain trying to figure out how to transform, how to bring about the change you want. But you may be being resisted. You feel like you're being resisted here. And you've been trying to come up with the logic, the plan that allows you to get the communication or see a plan work out that allows you to be able to take action. In the recent past, you got the 9 of Wands. So you're tired, you're weary, you feel wounded because you want to persevere, You've been trying so many different ways, at least 9, trying to get something moving, being resilient, not giving up, trying to persevere and overcoming this shit. That you want to see, I'm hearing you want something to be fruitful. What's on your mind is strength. You could be dealing with a Leo, have this energy in your chart. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, have this energy in your chart. You're trying to be strong. You are determined to change something, to transform something. You're determined. But you're struggling with it. You may be forcing this, trying to force this. Or I should say having trouble trying to push this, trying to push your agenda. In the future, you do have judgment, so you do get a decision, a final decision. And this could be you rising to the call. This may be you getting this renewal, this second chance, this change. This ability to make amends, to get results. How you see yourself is the 8 of Cups. You're emotionally unfulfilled. You're looking to move on from what's not serving you, that you're not happy about. Or what you're trying to change or bring to an end or transform or be able to take action with, that you are guarding, that you're defending, that you're fighting to make happen. And that you're trying to stay strong and resilient towards. What's around you is justice. You could be dealing with a Libra or have this energy in your chart. So this could be concerning a legal matter or a decision that you want in your favor. This is something where balance could be coming in for you, or the decision that you're looking for. Your innermost hopes or fears is this 2 of Cups. So you're hoping for partnership. You're hoping for union. You're hoping for an agreement. You're fearing that won't happen. And this could be in a love connection. But you certainly want some sort of relationship to happen here. You want something healed here. You're hoping to heal this. Because you see, they're looking in opposite directions. You want something to come together in a connection, or you want something to connect with a partnership or with somebody else. You want to agree and not be at odds with someone or with who you're dealing with. Your likely outcome is the 4 of Pentacles. So this is you trying to have power, trying to have stability, trying to hold on to what you have, trying to secure, be stable. Trying not to be stuck or trying to get unstuck. Underneath is the Knight of Wands. This is you wanting movement. With all this blue, throat chakra, communication is key, I feel, for you, Sagittarius. But you want movement. You want to take action. You want to be able to have movement. There's no horse. You need your horse. You need your decision. You need your agreement. You need your plan to work. So you can have movement. What's underneath that is the Five of Pentacles. You want to move away from a position of lack. You want to recover. You want to rebuild. You want to change a lack position that you're in around your resources, or with the no answers that you've been getting. You want a yes. You want somebody to care about what you care about. Let's see what Judgment is telling us here. Spirit, tell me more about Judgment. Tell me more about Judgment for Sagittarius, please. Tell me more about Judgment for Sagittarius. Thank you. Six of Cups. So this is you being able to reconcile something, being able to get a solution that's satisfactory to you. With the King of Swords, this is getting a decision, a final decision from someone in authority or professional, perhaps a lawyer, or just someone who has power to make a decision here. This is you being able to execute your plan. This is you being able to reconcile something. With someone, or with what it is you are trying to get results in. Spirit, tell me more about the Four of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles for Sagittarius, please. Tell me more about the... Thank you. King of Swords came out for the Four of Pentacles. So this here is a decision. That allows you to be able to work on or with regard to what you're working on or trying to build or craft. This is you being able to execute something, get something done. No longer having to worry about being stuck, turning away from being stuck. Being able to secure something with your plan. Something that is a creative project or something around money. Being able to craft what you want, build what you want, to work on it. But be mindful to pay attention to the details. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles for Sagittarius. Yeah, Two of Swords. Decision. A decision that was giving you, that gives you intense emotion, or that you needed clarity, or where there was a stalemate. Ace of Wands, that gives you a new start, a new beginning, allows you to initiate, have that new creative start, to recenter, to start again. And all because you were able to reach or discover the alternatives, or at a time that you were in stagnation or delays, now you're able to see the wisdom in something and have a new start and take action, receive a new start here, or take action to initiate it. But I see you securing what you need to here, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at one more thing, and that's justice. Tell me more about justice for Sagittarius, please. Tell me more about justice for Sagittarius. Tell me more about justice for Sagittarius. Seven of Cups. The end of confusion. You were looking for, searching for option, and the end of confusion, because an option comes in that brings balance, that allows you to escape, that allows you to carry on with your strategy. Be careful though about any sneaky behavior or any lies or deceit. And make sure you're seeing clearly. With the Knight of Cups around an offer or opportunity that's on the shelf. An opportunity you've been waiting for. An opportunity that you've been wanting because you haven't been happy with the way things have been or was going. And just for good measure, Spirit, may I have one card to sum up this entire reading as an outcome for Sagittarius? May I have one card to sum up this reading? Thank you. Wow, look at that. The Empress. And what were we saying? This is you having that progress. Focusing on that progress. Looking at how to prosper in a situation. What's underneath the Empress is the Three of Swords. How to move away from any disappointment. I gotta say, I'm picking up that this is going to be a split. Some of you will see progress, and some of you will see disappointment. I gotta call it how I see it. So let's take a look at what your guidance is. What is something positive that Sagittarius can do, Spirit, October 14th to the 21st, 2019? What is something positive that Sagittarius can do? October 14th to October 21st, 2019. And so again, like I said earlier, for those of you where this is not going to be what you wanted to see happen, you're going to have to do it completely yourself. It takes a lot longer, but it's still achievable. And for others of you, what you are trying to do yourself, you do finally get that support after the time and you put into trying to get and win over whomever you need so that you can make the change or the transition or transform the situation. But your guidance here, what you can do that's something positive, is receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. So no matter what side of this you are on, whether you are able to receive what you want now or have to do something else to figure out how to get it much, much later, Focus on receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. Focus on love for yourself, love for your passion. Don't be hard on yourself. Alleviate your stress. You can still make this happen. For some, it will be now. For some, it's just going to have to be later. But try to be okay with that. And receive love and healing from the angels either way, so that you can still stay strong and get through this. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.